My name is Patience Lucas. I'm on staff with InterVarsity Louisiana at Xavier University, and I work with Black students. I want to talk to you about giving your testimony and like how to do that. But more importantly, you need to know why it's important to give your testimony. First of all, your testimony connects you and your friend, or you and whoever you're talking to. It connects them. It's relatable. It connects them to you and your story about how you encountered Jesus. But it also connects them to God. And seeing how God has impacted your life, they can see how God can impact their life. And so the Bible has really good scripture about this. 1 John, it says that we proclaim what we have seen and what we have heard, so that we may all fellowship together. It is urging us to proclaim, to tell our testimonies. If no one ever shared their testimony with you, how God impacted their life, would you believe that God impacts anyone's life? No. Your testimony is important. You never know who it's going to reach and how it's going to impact them. So I want to share my testimony with you. My freshman year in college, I had moved from Detroit to Texas, thousands of miles away, and I was like the only one on campus. Like, I was by myself. And so I felt really like lonely. Amongst all these people, I felt lonely. And so during this time, during my first semester in college, the elders in my family started passing away. And a lot of them, I was close with them. And so I felt hopeless and helpless. I'm all of these thousands of miles away and I can't do anything to help. And so during these times, I would go on these walks. I would just walk at night. I would think to myself, just thinking and thinking. And then soon that turned into me like asking God questions while I'm on these walks. And after a time, I stopped asking him these questions and I just started talking to him. So I would go on these walks for hours, every day. And after a certain amount of time, it developed from me talking to him to us having conversations. He would talk back to me. And in that, it gave me a lot of comfort with what was going on back at home. He gave me a companion that I really needed at that time. And it gave me like peace to what was happening home. And so that's my testimony. I grew exponentially with God in that period in my life. Like, I had grown up in the church, and at this point I had really began to grow my own relationship with God. And that was really in a really important time of my life. And so all testimonies, my testimony, your testimony, all stories, books, movies, they all share this one common thing. And it's this story arc. And so in the beginning, there's this beginning tension. At the top, there's a primary tension. And then at the bottom, there's this final resolution. And so me coming to college and feeling lonely, that was the beginning tension. You know, my elders passing away and me feeling hopeless and helpless, that was the primary tension. And then God becoming a companion, a friend, a comforter, and our relationship growing stronger, that was the final resolution. And so all testimonies, your testimony needs to include this arc. So you also need to remember that a testimony follows the ABCDs. A is very articulate. You have to write it out or talk it out in a way that others can understand it and comprehend how you encounter God in it. B, it's brief, 3 to 5 minutes. It's short enough that you're keeping their attention, but long enough that you can get your point across. C, it's Christ-centered. Your testimony is all about how God has come and changed your life. And then D, don't preach. You don't want to tell them how they should live, what they should be doing, and how they should go about doing things. You need to tell them how God came in and changed your life. And so, yeah, head on over to the worksheet. We have questions that'll help you flow through your testimony. But more importantly, your testimony is important. There's someone out there waiting to hear it, waiting to hear how God changed your life. And we are so ready for InterVarsity to be an organization of testimony givers. So head over to the worksheet and grab it. If you need help, you can contact myself or any InterVarsity staff, and we will help you practice it or give you tips or look over it. So yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day.